What's up guys, it's Joe Costello, Certified Nutrition Coach, and this is my updated review for Force Factor Smarter Greens. Now I did a review on Force Factor Smarter Greens a couple years ago, and a lot of people got mad in the comments because I only reviewed the version of it that I have in my hand here, which is the gummy version. I did not know at the time that Smarter Greens comes in two different versions, one being this gummy version here, which is a really bad product in my opinion, the other being a standard greens powder version, which again I did not know existed, but now that I do know it exists, I'm going to be reviewing it in this video. So I'm going to do a review for both versions of Smarter Greens in this video. Let's go ahead and get into it. And again, I do apologize to the people in the comments on the original video. I legit just didn't know that the greens powder version existed, so I am going to evaluate that in this video. We'll start off with the gummies since that's the only one that I actually own. I'll go ahead and show you guys the supplement facts panel. So this is kind of what I did in the last video, but what you can see is it's 2,300 milligrams worth of superfoods per serving, which is just like nothing. I mean, it's just not worth it at all. I think, in my personal opinion, this is a really bad product, especially when you compare it to some of the elite superfood supplements out there. I always say this in my greens powder reviews, but standard benchmark in terms of the amount of superfoods you want to see in every serving is about 10,000 milligrams. With this gummy version of Smarter Greens, again, you get 2,300 milligrams. So that's way, way below the standard benchmark that I like to look for with elite greens powder supplements. So this doesn't come even close, but let's go ahead and take a look at the formula for the powder version of Smarter Greens. So I don't have that one on hand, but I do have the supplement facts pulled up on my phone. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. You can see that in the greens blend, so that first blend there, again, this is the supplement facts panel for the powder version of Smarter Greens. The greens blend is 5,800 milligrams. And then the second blend over here is just under 2,000 milligrams. So that makes for a total of about 7,800 milligrams worth of superfoods in every serving. 7,800 milligrams is nothing to scoff at. That's a pretty solid amount of superfoods per serving, and obviously way higher than the gummies, which came in at 2,300. So 7,800 is decent, and it's a much better product, to the credit of the people in the comments who were saying this exact thing before. The powder version is for sure a much better product than the gummy version by far. It's not even close. The Smarter Greens powder version is like 3 times as potent as the gummy version. So if you are going to get Smarter Greens, definitely I would recommend the powder version. However, I still, even after seeing the powder version and the SFP of the powder version, I do not recommend it. And it's because, I say this in all my greens powder reviews, but the standard benchmark for a top tier greens powder is 10,000 milligrams worth of superfoods in every serving. Two good examples being AG1, which is the most popular superfood supplement on the market. That comes in right at 10,000 milligrams. And then my personal favorite, Total Living Drink, actually comes in at 15,000 milligrams, so well above industry average. Very potent supplement. But again, just to put that into perspective, how weak Smarter Greens really is. That's why I bring up AG1 and Total Living Drink, is just to give you some perspective. Even at 7,800, again, solid number. I'm not trying to bash Smarter Greens too much here, but compared to the truly elite supplements out there, like the Total Living Drink, it's still not that much. At 7,800, the Total Living Drink at 15,000 milligrams per serving is still like almost twice as potent. So, I mean, I'll show you guys that one just to put it into perspective. Again, Total Living Drink, this is the greens powder that I personally use, and here is the superfoods part of the formula. They have a bunch of other parts, but 15,300, so it's actually over 15,000 milligrams worth of superfoods that you get in every serving. So I'm just showing you that to kind of prove to you that even though the powder version of Smarter Greens is much better than the gummy version, it still isn't that good of a greens powder supplement compared to the truly top-notch ones that are out there. So that's going to wrap up my Smarter Greens review. To kind of sum it up, the powder version of Smarter Greens is way better than the gummy version. If you're gonna buy Smarter Greens, I would for sure recommend that you buy the powder version and not the gummy version. However, I personally would not recommend either version to any of my clients or viewers, simply based on the fact that I know there are much more potent options out there, such as the Total Living Drink, which I just showed you the SFP for. If you guys do want to check out the Total Living Drink, I'll put a link in the description below, and you can also get 20% off with the code SUPERFOODS. So just enter the code SUPERFOODS at checkout and you'll get 20% off. But yeah, that's going to wrap up the review. I hope you guys got something out of it. I hope I was able to do a better job than the first time by covering both versions of Smarter Greens. If you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, guys.